to my channel. Today I'm sitting down and doing a third trimester recap. Whew, I can't believe we are here. So I am currently 38 weeks and I think 4 days pregnant. It has just flown by. If you were watching this and you are newly pregnant, especially if you're watching this in the first trimester, just know that even though like probably right now you're thinking, oh my gosh, I feel like crap and this is not fun because first trimester is hard. I did an update on that too. It goes so fast, so just soak it in. I will say through this whole journey, I've loved being pregnant. I really have, with the exception of probably the last like week. That is when it has really gotten uncomfortable, and we will get into all of that, all of the third trimester things, the symptoms, cravings, and you know, like labor prep kind of things, stuff like that that's been going on. I did, like I said, do a first trimester recap. I can put that in the description box or card, but I did not do a second trimester recap. I think because, I don't know, the second trimester just wasn't as eventful as the first and definitely not as the third. I felt more like myself. I had more energy, so I was really just diving into getting the nursery together, which is where I am today, getting our house put together since we moved, and kind of YouTube took a back burner. My plans for videos really took a back burner because I just wanted to use up this energy and get things done. And so, but here we are, third trimester recap. Let's dive into it. Naturally, I'm out of breath, so it is what it is. Symptom number one, being super out of breath. I think maybe moved down a little bit, but I don't know. So I'm still very out of breath. And through this video, you'll probably be able to tell. So sorry, but that's pregnancy for you. Like I said, I have loved being pregnant, so I don't want to just come on here and be like, these are my symptoms, this is how uncomfortable I was, blah, 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 and all this negative stuff, because there are so many amazing things going on right now. It's just like, I know so many people say it, the miracle of life, but it really, really is. And I'm going to do the good stuff along with maybe the, I don't know, like uncomfortable things too. Obviously, from day one of having my channel, I have wanted to spread positivity, not negativity. That was the whole goal. And if you are a mama who is in her first trimester, second trimester, or maybe you're not even pregnant, you're just curious, I don't want you to have, I don't know, like a bad outlook on pregnancy. And I think sometimes when you watch these videos, a lot of times the women are just complaining, and it just scares you. Like, that's the one thing that does frustrate me about being pregnant, is how many moms like who have been through it, so you think they would know, but they just love to do the whole like, oh, just wait until this happens. Oh, you think you're uncomfortable now, like stuff like that. We're not gonna have that here. We're not gonna have that in the comments. We're not gonna have that with me to you. This is just me informing you of my journey, and also fun to like for me to look back on, because then I can see how I was feeling. I can compare maybe this pregnancy to the next pregnancy. I have a whole list of stuff on my phone, so I'm gonna be looking down because I want to make sure I get everything. This trimester was jam-packed with new stuff going on in my body. She is moving right now like crazy because I'm sitting, and she doesn't like when I sit. So that is not helping me be out of breath. She's like bouncing around in me. Which actually brings me to my first main like observation or symptom, I should say, of the third trimester is I have been feeling nauseous, and it is not the same as first trimester nausea at all. This nausea is from her doing like these rolling movements in my belly. So she's not kicking anymore to like the extent that she was, I guess, in the second trimester. It's more these like body slams, no joke, and rolling kind of feeling. And it's almost like you feel like you're seasick. Like if you've been on a boat before and you've been seasick, which I have, that is what it feels like. And it's not fun. It is so hard to sleep sometimes, and because that's when she's especially most active, and it just makes me feel so nauseous. But then on the other side of things, like, it is fun because it just feels so real. Like you feel her so much in your belly. and that's really cool. And when they move a lot, that's a good sign, you know, of like a healthy baby. Like that's what the doctors want. Okay, my food cravings have kind of subsided. My only food craving really was a lot of fruit. I am still eating a lot of fruit, but it's also summer, and like I always eat a lot of fruit in the summer. But before, I was craving it so bad, and I was craving super cold fruit. I was eating like frozen mango and stuff like that. I haven't been doing that as much at all. The only thing that I would say continued for my cravings is ice cold water. And I used to not drink ice cold water. I used to just have it right from the tap, like I didn't care. I had a big jug I carried around. It didn't have to be on ice, and now it has to be cold. There has to be a ton of ice in it. Same thing for like any type of drink, like soda, whatever I'm drinking. Tons of ice. I love it. Something that really creeped up in the 3rd trimester that was actually very difficult was my heartburn, acid reflux. And that was something new for me. I don't usually get heartburn at all. It started off so bad I couldn't sleep. I was up at night, sitting upright for a few nights, and it was like where I thought I was gonna vomit because you could just feel it like coming up. Oh, it makes me nauseous just thinking about it. But I have been able to get a hold of it. It still happens, but I have been taking medicine. My doctor told me what medicine to get. I got it and it works. It doesn't work 100% though. I still get heartburn. So literally what I have to do, you guys are gonna laugh, but I have to eat ice cream before I go to bed. Ice cream just cures it for the night. It helps me stay asleep. It helps me not have it when I'm laying down. So now I call ice cream my medicine, and I literally have to have it. If I don't have it, I will wake up with horrible heartburn. And right before bed too. And I know you're not supposed to eat before bed and like sugary stuff, whatever, but I have to have the ice cream like right before I fall asleep. And then it just kind of calms everything down. I did all the other tricks. I ate small meals. I watched what I ate, like acidic food, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. I could have had a salad 4 hours before bed. I'd still wake up with tons of heartburn. They say what's happening is the baby is pushing on your stomach so much that there's just like not enough room for all the acid and stuff to stay down there, so it just kind of creeps up. I went to a doctor's appointment, and I do have like a smaller torso, so there's even less room for baby, which is why she doesn't think that she will necessarily like fully drop, because sometimes she said there's just no room for the baby to drop. So lucky me, she is like sitting on my bladder, making me have to pee all the time, but also still making it so I can't breathe, getting the acid reflux. I have it on both ends. Basically, she's just cramming me in all kinds of ways. Well, actually, I guess I'm cramming her in all kinds of ways, and there's just no more room for her to go. Because of that, I have been waking up to pee a lot at night. Not as much as I've heard other women do. Like, I will get up to pee maybe twice a night, and that's really it. But I've heard of other people who get up like a lot. Lower back pain has crept in. I have not been using a belly band or anything like that. I am like the type of person where I will splurge on something, and then for some reason there are certain things I'm just so cheap about. Like, I know a belly band is probably great, but I only will use it for such a short period of time of my life that I just can't buy it. Like, I'm like, no, like I don't need a belly band. I will be fine. And honestly, I have been fine. Some women probably who get bigger than me probably would benefit from a belly band. I haven't got as big as I thought I would. And the lower back pain has just started, and I'm at 38 weeks, 38 and a half weeks. So I feel like I don't have that much more to go to buy a belly band, like to justify it. So I'm just gonna keep chugging along. It's not that bad. I just have some lower back pain. And I feel like I can just survive it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Did have some stretch marks creep up right under my belly. It's the first batch of stretch marks that I got. I am not worried about them at all. I was putting lotion on through my pregnancy for the most part. I was trying to do that, but I'm pretty sure it's just hereditary anyway. Like, you can try your best to lotion, but if you're gonna get them, I think you're just gonna get them. Honestly, I don't know why women get so bent out of shape about getting the stretch marks, because it's like, to me, like a memory of the amazing thing that your body did. Like the fact that my body is growing a human right now is just mind-boggling to me. When she moves and stuff, I'm like, whoa, like there's a baby in there. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So a stretch mark in a way to me is just like, this is what your body did. Like it's just crazy. Like if you think to like Vikings and stuff like that, like I don't know, warriors, like they were so proud of their scars, their battle wounds and stuff like that, because it showed what they did. And I feel like that's how pregnancy stretch marks should be. We have to make that more normal. So I call them my warrior lines. They're not stretch marks. They are my warrior lines, and I don't mind them at all. But I did want to mention that they did pop up, and I have them kind of like underneath my belly. My belly button has not popped out. I don't think it will. It's just about to, but I don't think I'm gonna have like an outie belly button in this pregnancy, which I'm fine with, because you guys probably don't know this about me, but I think belly buttons are freaking weird and they just gross me out. And mine can just stay in there because, I don't know, outie belly buttons, man, they weird me out. It's gotten really hard to get up from a seated position. From a laying position, Tony helps me a lot more moving around. Every movement, to be honest, has just gotten a bit harder. And I'm still having that pain in my heel, in my foot that I've been complaining about my whole pregnancy. That plantar fasciitis has not gone away. I'm still limping all over the place, and it's so painful. I'm so looking forward to not being pregnant so I can get maybe like a cortisone shot or something in my foot, or the inflammation and the pain will just go away on its own. I don't know. But that has really been the biggest bummer of pregnancy, is that foot issue that I've had like since almost day one, and it's made me not be able to be as active and walk and things like that. So that has been a bummer because I just love being active, but right now I'm getting to the point of where I'm so uncomfortable that I don't know if I'd be super active right now anyway, just because like I get tired really easily and it's hard to move around. You know, you have a baby in you, you have a lot of weight going on that you didn't have before. You can't move how you normally would move, and so everything is a little more difficult and everything tires you out more. I am not as tired as I was first trimester. That was still the most tired I've ever been in my life, but I will say I am pretty darn tired. And I am a teacher, as most of you know, but I am back to work. School has started, and let me tell you, it's really hard. It is hard. When I get home, I am so exhausted. Bless Tony, because he has been doing all the cooking and the cleaning of the cooking for dinner, because man, by the time I get home, like I am just wiped. Sore legs and swelling. So this is something that I haven't had too bad, and I've seen pictures of women who are pregnant who post like their feet and their hands and stuff and are complaining about it, and I am very grateful that I haven't had that bad, because I've seen their pictures and it looks painful and I feel so bad for them. My hands sometimes will get pretty swollen. My feet at the end of the day will get swollen, especially my ankles and stuff. I think just a couple weeks ago, honestly, that started, where I would look down at my feet and be like, whoa, what are those? Whose are those? But this week, like this past week, I have been having a lot of leg, calf, foot, ankle soreness, where I wake up and I'm like that. Like it used to be, oh, at the end of the day, I've been on my feet all day. Now my legs hurt. No, this is like I'm starting my day and my legs are so sore. So that's unfortunate. So the aches and pains are here. They're here to stay probably until I have baby girl. It's getting more uncomfortable and things like that. But let's get into like the good stuff now, the things that just put a smile on my face, like the things that make me just love being pregnant, even if I am still uncomfortable. So first of all, the nursery, as you can see behind me, I have been working on putting the nursery together and doing some nesting, and it has been so fun, you guys. I don't think that I will do a nursery tour until after she's here, just because I don't like to rush the last little bits of decorations. Like I don't want to just go out and buy stuff and slap it on the wall. I really am more like where I want things to be intentional, and I want to look for for certain pieces I really like. So like the bulk of the stuff, like the changing table, what you see behind me, stuff like that. That mirror is so cute. I got that from Target. That kind of stuff is here. There are some special things in the room too that I want to share with you guys. But basically the things that are missing are the things on the walls. I didn't hang anything on the wall. I'm thinking about maybe getting the wall that's across from me right here that you guys can't see. I'm thinking about getting like either decals or doing like a wallpaper kind of thing on the wall there. I don't know. I'm being indecisive. So I think what I'll do is slowly work at the wall decorations and then do a nursery tour. But that has been really fun. Just basically like getting excited now that I'm in my third trimester, end of the third trimester. Everything feels more real. Not that it didn't feel real before, it just felt so far off. And now it's obvious that it's not far off, and it just feels good. Like to think that we're going to have her here in our arms any week or any day now. It's so exciting. I'm also excited to have time with her and to just spend that time. Tony's taking a week off. I'm excited too to see what our pets are gonna be like with her. The other thing that's been really awesome, like I mentioned, is I can feel her so much. Just kind of like moving around and stuff like that in my belly. She is head down. I didn't have a cervical check or anything like that, so I don't know if I am dilated or anything. They said that they could do that next week at my 39-week appointment. I don't know if I'm going to have them do it or not, but they could do it. So we shall see. But just feeling her so much, feeling her hiccups, even though they make me nauseous, just all that kind of stuff is really amazing. I have on here labor prep to talk about. I really haven't done much for labor prep, but hear me out, okay? We have been taking educational classes through the hospital. They do them online now. It's not in person. We did one all about labor and we finished that one, and now we are on to one for, I think, like infant care, and then we have one for breastfeeding. I don't know if we'll get through all of them in time or not, but I've also been doing like my own research as well. And the reason I haven't done like a ton of labor prep, like if you look up labor prep, women do X, Y, and Z. Like there's so much stuff that you can do to get your body ready. I just haven't done a lot, and it's because one, I've been so busy with getting the house together and moving and then starting school, writing my like sub plans, getting mentally prepared to be gone for 12 weeks at my job. Like there's been a lot. This has been the craziest summer of my life by far. But also I feel very comfortable knowing that my body can do this. Like I just feel like women were made to do this. And one of the questions on one of those educational classes from the hospital said, like, how confident, 1 to 10, how confident do you feel that your body can give birth? It was something like that. And I put a 10 because I was like, well, my body can. Like it's made for this. It can do this. Women have been doing it since the beginning of time. Like, yes, my body is capable of giving birth, and it will all be okay. And I'm hoping with that attitude going into labor, you know, I will have like an enjoyable, successful experience, and just knowing that like it'll all be okay, it'll all work out. I'm made to do this. The doctors are there to make sure everything's okay and everything goes smoothly, and it'll all work out. And then going along with that for a birth plan, I don't really have a birth plan. My plan is just to have a hopefully healthy baby, and for me to be healthy and to get the baby out of me. That's my birth plan. I'm open to medications and stuff like that though. Like I don't plan to go with like the full natural route, although I hate that term, like natural birth, because any birth is natural. You're pushing a baby out of you. That is as natural as it gets. You can say unmedicated birth. That's a different story. But yeah, I am not like planning an unmedicated birth at all. I am open, very open to an epidural. So I guess that's part of my birth plan. But other than that, I don't have a plan, because I know with things like this, it's hard to stick to a plan. Whatever God does, whatever happens, happens. We did meal prep like a good 16 casseroles. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how many things of soup, things of pasta sauce. It's all in our freezer ready to go. I spent a whole weekend doing that, so I wanted to have a lot of easy meals in the freezer that we can just pop in the oven, thaw, and have like a home cooked nice meal, because when baby comes, one, we won't be affording to eat out all the time, and two, I don't want like that kind of food, you know what I mean? Like I want good home cooked meal food. So it was just nice to be able to do that and know and be reassured that we have food in the freezer ready for us. Okay, I looked at my list. I feel like that's pretty much it, like all of the aches and pains and stuff like that, and the symptoms that I have, and then all the fun, exciting things that are also going on. So that's basically my third trimester update. I probably missed something, but generally that's everything that has been happening, and we are just so excited. I cannot believe that I'm sitting down and doing a third trimester recap update for you all. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this has gone so fast, probably because we were so busy, but I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy to be sitting in a nursery right now and talking about how we could be having a baby girl here any day. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you are not following me on Instagram, go ahead over and follow me there, because I will always be updating you guys on anything baby over on Instagram in more like real time than when I can get videos up and out. So it's best to follow me there if you want more updates. And again, thank you for watching. I will catch you all in my next video, whatever that may be. I don't know, a vlog, or maybe it'll be with baby girl. It's crazy because I feel like that's like where my headspace is at, where it's like, okay, like, is this the last night I'm gonna go to bed without a baby next to me? Is this the last night I'm going to do this, or whatever it is? Because you just don't know. You don't know when she's gonna come. So I will see you guys when I see ya. Bye.